Good morning, dear students. Today we'll see properties of whole number. So first we'll see closure property. Closure property of addition. For any whole number a and b, a plus b is a whole number. Suppose 2 is a whole number and 3 is a whole number. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 5 and 5 is also a whole number. 2 is a whole number and 3 is a whole number. So when we add two whole numbers, we will get one whole number. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Suppose 0 is a whole number plus 10 is a whole number, and 0 plus 10 is equal to 10. 10 is also a whole number. So closure property of addition means when we add two whole numbers, we will get a whole number. Then closure property of multiplication. For any whole numbers a and b, for any whole numbers a and b, a into b is also a whole number. For any whole numbers a and b, for any whole numbers a and b, a into b is also a whole number. Suppose 2 is a whole number and 3 is a whole number. When we multiply 2 with 3, we will get 6. 6 is also a whole number. Suppose 5 is a whole number and 10 is also a whole number. So 5 into 10 is equal to 50. 50 is also a whole number. It means when we multiply two whole numbers, we will get another whole number. Then commutative property. First we will discuss commutative property of addition. If a and b are two whole numbers, then a plus b is equal to b plus a. Let a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 3. So LHS is equal to, here LHS is a plus b. A plus b means 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. And in RHS it is b plus a. B plus a means 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 is also 5. So a plus b is equal to b plus a. It means 2 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. So this is called commutative property of addition. If you change the order, the value will remain same. Then commutative property of multiplication. If a and b are two whole numbers, then a into b is equal to b into a. Let's take some example. Suppose 2 into 3. 2 into 3 is equal to 6 is equal to 3 into 2. 2 into 3 is equal to 3 into 2. It means a into b is equal to b into a. If you change the order, the value will remain same. The value will not change. Understood? Like the same way, 4 into 5 is equal to 20. Then 5 into 4 is also 20. So 4 into 5 is equal to 5 into 4. This is called commutative property of multiplication. Next is associative property. First we'll discuss associative property of addition. If a, b, c are three whole numbers, then if we first add a plus b, then add c is equal to, if we add first b plus c, then add a is also same. So let's understand by taking one example. Let a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2 and c is equal to 3. So first take LHS. LHS means left hand side. In the left hand side it is a plus b plus c. It means 1 plus 2 bracket plus c is equal to, first we have to solve the bracket. 1 plus 2 is, sorry, not c, it is 3. So first we have to solve the bracket. 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 3 and it is 6. Then take the RHS. In the RHS, it is A plus B plus C. It means 1 plus bracket 2 plus 3 is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 5. Now 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. We can say that LHS is equal to RHS, because in LHS we get 6 and in RHS we get 6. So LHS is equal to RHS. It means 1 plus 2 bracket plus C plus 3 is equal to 1 plus bracket 2 plus 3. This is called associative property of addition. Then associative property of multiplication. If A, B and C are three whole numbers, then if we first multiply A with B, then multiply C, is the same as if we multiply B into C first, then we multiply A, is equal. Okay, so let A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3 and C is equal to 5. First take LHS. Here LHS is A into B into C. It means 2 into 3 bracket into 5. First we solve the bracket. 2 into 3 means 2 3s are 6 into 5. Now 6 5s are 30. Then RHS. Come to RHS. Here RHS is A into B into C. So A means 2 into B. B is bracket 3 into C means 5 is equal to, now 2 into 3 5s are 15. Now 15 2s are 30. In the LHS we get 30. In the RHS also we get 30. So here LHS is equal to RHS. Understood? Then come to next. Next is distributive property. Okay, distributive property over addition. Distributive property over addition. If A, B and C are three whole numbers, then A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. Okay, by applying this formula, let's do some example. Suppose 225 into 18 plus 225 into 82 is given. Now look at here, which number is common here? 225. Okay, let's take as common 225. It will be 18 plus 82. Now 225 into 100 is equal to 225,000 means 22,500. Let's do one more example. Suppose by applying formula, solve this. 25 into 101 is equal to 25 will be as it is into 100. In case of 101, we will write it as 100 plus 1. Now look at here. Now this we can apply the formula, that is A into B plus C is equal to A into B. Here A means 25, B is 100 and C is 1. So A into B means 25 into 100. 25 into 100 plus A into C. A into C means 25 into 1. Now 25 into 100 is 2500 plus 25 into 1 is 25. Now it is 2525, or 2525. This is called distributive property over addition. Then come to next. Next is distributive property over subtraction. If a, b, c are three whole numbers, then a into b minus c is equal to a into b minus a into c. Let's take some examples. Suppose the question is solve 184 into 232 minus 84 into 232. Now look at this question. This 232, we will take this 232 as common. So 232 into, now if we will take 232 here, it will be 184 minus, here will be 84 only. Now 232 into 184 minus 84, it will be 100. Now 232 into 100 is 23200. It means 23,200. Let's do one more example. Suppose 215 into 99. The question is to multiply 215 with 99 by using the property. So now we'll write 215 is as it is into this 99 can be written as 100 minus 1. Now look here. Now we can apply the formula a into b minus c. Here a is 215, b is 100 and c is 1. So now apply it. A into b minus c is equal to a into b minus a into c. So a into b means 215 into b means 100 minus a into c. A into c means 215 into c means 1. Now 215 into 100 is 21500 minus 215 into 1 is 215. Now subtract it. 10 minus 5 5, then 9 minus 1 8, then this one be 4 minus 2 2, and this one is 21. So it will be 21,285. Okay, then come to next. Next is additive identity. When we add 0 to any whole number, we get the same whole number. Okay, when we add 0 to any whole number, we get the same whole number. So we call 0 as the additive identity for whole numbers. Okay, let's take one example. Suppose when we add 0 to any whole number, suppose 5 एक whole number है 5, one whole number is 5 plus 0. 5 plus 0 means 5, or 0 plus 5. 0 plus 5 is also 5. 10 plus 0. 10 plus 0 is equal to 10. 0 plus 10 is also 10. It means when we add 0 to any whole number, the answer is the whole number, the same whole number. So 0 is called the additive identity for whole numbers. Okay, then come to next. Next is multiplicative identity. For any whole number a, we have a into 1 is equal to a, and 1 into a is also a. It means if we multiply 1 with any whole number, we get the same whole number. So 1 is called the multiplicative identity. Let suppose 5 into 1. If 1 is multiplied with 5, the answer is 5. Suppose 1 into 10. 10. 20 into 1 is equal to 20. 1 into 100 is equal to same, that is 100. So 1 is called the multiplicative identity for whole numbers. Understood? Thank you.